we're live. Welcome to Hump Day edition of the SoReal Sports Podcast with your host, the CEO / owner of SoReal Studios LLC, Lamar SoReal, and my partner in crime all the time, Reggie Walker. What's going on, man?
That's good. That's good. What's up with this wild Wednesday, man?
Man, it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday, and my music is fucking me up. Try this again. All right. Now, we just got through watching the beginning of the play-in tournament. You enjoy it?
Well, my team won. It's unfortunate what we got to do next, but we made it. That's all I can say.
Congrats.
Games to watch.
Congrats to the Boston Celtics on pulling off the victory. Also, congrats to the Indiana Pacers, who blew out the Hornets. We did not see that coming.
Did not at all.
Man, that was a shocker right there. And as of right now, my Braves are playing the Mets. Also, my Spurs is playing the Grizzlies. So I will be tuning in to both of them while I'm doing the podcast, but I will be tuned in to the podcast first and foremost.
My Bruins in overtime.
For the third straight game of the series. Overtime for the Bruins.
Good hockey, man. Good hockey.
I guess it is hockey. It's crazy. But we got some topics to go over. We got some baseball. We got some basketball. And then we got some football. Then we can get down to Reggie Segment for tonight. But let's start off by baseball. Now, Reggie, how many times have I talked to you about the baseball unwritten rules?
Too many.
Too many times, right? Well, we're going to have to discuss it once again because something else happened in baseball this week that pertains to unwritten rules. Would you want to know what happened? You ready to know what happened? Huh?
I didn't hear nothing you said.
Oh, I said, you ready to know what happened?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
All right. On yesterday, the Chicago White Sox faced the Minnesota Twins. You remember that score?
No.
It was a blowout, 16-4. All right. Now, I told you normally when it's 16-4 or when it's a blowout like that, normally the regular pitchers or relief pitchers do not pitch the rest of the game. They actually bring in position players to pitch just to get the game over with. However, they did bring in a relief pitcher. The Twins brought in a position player to pitch the rest of the game for them. And they went up against the team that's leading, the White Sox. Now, it was this player named Yerman Mercedes. He had a 3-0 count. 3-0 count. Now, remember, this was a position player. He's not a normal pitcher. It was a 3-0 count. The manager, who is Tony La Russa, I'll tell you more about him later, he told his player not to hit. He told him to take this pitch, whether it's a ball or a strike. He told him to take the pitch. I don't know if he didn't hear him or I don't know if he didn't listen to him. Either or, he swung at that 3-0 and slapped it out the ballpark to extend the lead. Oh, man. You just don't know how many people was hot after that.
I can imagine.
So, after that.
And go ahead.
So, after that, people was criticizing Mercedes because of what he did. Not only did players criticize him, but it wasn't his own teammates. His general manager, Tony La Russa, also criticized him because the unwritten rule is on a 3-0 count, you don't swing. You allow them to at least get a strike back, especially in a blowout. Now, normally great hitters get the green light on a 3-0 count because more than likely they're going to throw one right down the middle. And that's exactly what that position player did. Threw one right down the middle. He slapped it. Now, I told you I don't give a damn about unwritten rules. Now, Reggie, if this was you and it was a 3-0 count and you haven't hit a home run in like 10 games, but you want a home run so bad, would you take that swing and knock it out?
I'm taking that swing, man. Damn them unwritten rules. This shit is pathetic. You know what? I was finna interrupt you a minute ago, but I'm gonna just throw this out here. That's what my segment's covering. All right, yeah, man. Shit, I definitely fucking hit. Like, who the fuck you think I'm? Like, you got me fucked up. You think I'm not finna hit? Like, I'm going in. But that's all I'm gonna say about that because yeah, I'll just keep that little secret for now.
All right, see, this is the problem I had. Now, Tony La Russa, he's a veteran general manager. He was there with the Cardinals, in which when they won the championship back in mid 2000s, back when they was winning almost every other year. But now they just won twice. It was the Giants that won every other year. So he's known around, but he's so old, tradition-like type coach. So he believe in stuff being tradition, like things that happened before, you should be able to keep it that way throughout time. People don't care about these unwritten rules. If you do not want that player to hit a home run, guess what? Put a pitcher out there. And that's exactly what his own pitcher, Lance Lynn, said. Lance Lynn, he sided with his teammate. This is what he said. He said, if a position player is on the mound, there are no rules. Let's get the game over with. And if you have a problem with whatever happened, then put a pitcher out there. The more I play the game, the more those unwritten rules have gone away. That is true. That is very true. Nobody cares about unwritten rules except for old people. That's the only people that care about unwritten rules. Now, I know you want to save your bullpen, so you bring a position player out to finish the game. But hell, you can't expect that position player to give you outs. And they not finna give you the outs. Because at the end of the day, people are going to look at your stats. They're going to look at your batting average, your hits, your home runs, your strikeouts when it comes to paying time. Now, if you're going to pay me for taking these strikes, then guess what? I take these strikes. But if you going to sit there and deduct my pay because you seen one time I struck out twice, but it was against a position player, I'm not finna sit here and take that pitch. I'm hitting that motherfucker out the park my damn self. So that's just unwritten rules that doesn't make no sense. Now, I believe that this will affect Tony La Russa. Let's say the White Sox start struggling for a long period of time. They're going to feel like that they do not respect the general manager no more. He can lose his job. Because it ain't like they did so great with him being the general manager yet. And they got the talent. They got Jose Abreu. I just said Lance Lynn. They already got Cano. He the one that pitched that no-hitter. They got Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson, the shortstop. They got talent. So he should be able to win with this talent. Now, if they start struggling, I'm just letting you know that's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to lose his job. And I wouldn't be upset at it one bit because these unwritten rules don't make no sense. And especially you supposed to defend your player, regardless if he do something right or wrong. You don't sit there and be like, respect the game.
Fuck that. Let me get me.
Right.
I need me.
Yeah, Tony La Russa, yeah, you fucked up on that one. That's all I got to say. You definitely fucked up on that one. All right. Let's move on to some. Let's go NBA. Now, since we do got the play-ins going, let's talk about the awards. Let's give out some awards. Now, I know we got the MVP, we got the six-man player of the year, we got the rookie of the year, the defensive player of the year, and the coach of the year. I might be forgetting one, but I think it's 5. That should be 5, right?
The water boy of the year.
Water boy of the year. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Nah, we ain't gonna
get those important guys.
We're gonna give that one to Jared Dudley. But anyway, let's get to this MVP, man. Who do you believe should be NBA MVP?
MVP, I'm giving it to Jokic, man. I'm like hands down, with or without Jamal Murray, Jokic. That man has displayed remarkable talent. He's not good at only one thing. He's good at everything. Like, he doesn't make bad decisions. He's always focused. He's one of those players that play the game the way the game needs to be played. Hands down. I can't say that any better. That man knows he's doing every time he hits the court. You don't see him going out there and acting or flopping or just he grinds. He get it how he live, and I like that about him. I like that attitude about Russ too. Like, don't get me wrong, but like, it's just different. The grind, that whole aspect of it. But yeah, Jokic easily.
Okay. I'm gonna have to agree. I agree with you 100%. I'm going with Nikola Jokic, the Joker. Now, I know it's been a lot of people been saying LeBron James, Ja Morant that said Steph Curry should be MVP. But I'm sorry, I'm not giving it to a player whose team is in 8th place. I don't care that he was the NBA scoring leader. He needed to score in order for them to get this 8th place, because if he didn't, they wouldn't be 8th place. So that's one reason. Another reason is, look at the numbers Jokic put up. He played every game.
Every game.
26 points up, 11 rebounds, 8 assists.
You can't lie. You can't argue with that, man.
That's almost a triple-double for a big man. For a big man, he put up them kind of numbers. PER at a 31.3. I don't think that's tops, but it's up there in the range because they definitely need him. He runs the offense. The offense runs through him regardless.
If you was to run those same numbers amongst centers, there would be.
Oh yeah, he definitely 1 or 2.
You're right. Oh yeah,
definitely 1 or 2. And he played every game. He didn't miss not one game. His team third in the West.
For that and that alone lets me know that, like, you are well conditioned. You know how to treat yourself. You up there, like you definitely number 1. Like, you say 1 or 2, I think you more definitely 1.
Yeah.
But who you gonna put? Who else can you put up there at number 2? Giannis, missed time. Embiid, missed time.
I believed in Chris Paul for the longest.
No, I'm saying centers. I'm
centers.
Yeah,
centers. Embiid
missed time.
Yeah, Embiid missed time. AD missed time.
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty much it.
Giannis missed time.
But Giannis ain't really a center. He's a forward.
They got him labeled as a forward?
Yeah, he's a forward. He's a long forward.
Okay.
Yeah, they got him as a forward.
Yeah, it's debatable. Very.
So we both agree on Nikola Jokic as the MVP. Now, what about Rookie of the Year?
I somewhat feel like this gonna come back to hunt me, because it's a lot of good ones. But I'm gonna have to give it to LaMelo. I like what he's doing. It's like I said, it's a lot of good ones. The boy from Memphis, shit, what's the name?
Um, hey, I forgot his name too.
Anyway, like he
I would.
good. Like the shit, like it's a lot of good ones, man. I like the it's a lot of them, man.
Are
I
you
don't know
talking
why.
about the boy from Minnesota?
No, not Minnesota, Memphis. Like
Uh,
he came right behind, like, cause what John Morant won it last year, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So the next rookie that they picked up, I can't fucking remember his name. It'll come to me in a minute, but whatever. Right now, yeah, I like him. Like he been fucking balling this year. If I can remember his name, but anyway, yeah, we'll move on. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a lot of good ones, man. But me personally, I gotta give it to LaMelo. Like, and I hate to be the big baller brand type, but like this is what we should have saw in Lonzo.
Fair.
Like, this is what I expected, kind of, because I watched him at UCLA, but I was like kind of unimpressed, but at the same time optimistic, thinking that he would probably exceed his brother's steps. So I'm actually seeing that, which is a good thing for me. So yeah, I got LaMelo.
Okay. Well, now this one was kind of tricky for me because LaMelo did miss 21 games, but his impact for the Hornets is way better than any rookie that's competing against him. Now, the only person that's close to him to me is Anthony Edwards. Now, he's the player from Minnesota,
Yeah,
but
that's
Minnesota was trash. I mean, hella trash. Now, Anthony Edwards, he averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. While LaMelo, he averaged 16, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. That's pretty good numbers. Now, the only thing that's hurting him is he missed 21 games. And Anthony Edwards played every single game that he played. I mean, every single game that was out there. Now, even with that being said, I'm going to agree with you. I'm definitely going with LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball impact was way better than Anthony Edwards' impact. Because even having Anthony Edwards putting up the numbers he put up, and Cat did miss a lot of games, but D'Angelo Russell didn't miss that many games. And still, they was nowhere near the playoffs. So with him and his team at least making a play-in, even though they got eliminated yesterday, give me LaMelo Ball for Rookie of the Year. I got LaMelo for Rookie of the Year. Now, what about Six Man?
six man. That was a hard one for me, but for the sake of being
Bias.
technically correct, that's the word I'm going with. Technically correct. I'm going to say, and shout out Brian on this one. I'm going with I'm gonna just say, I don't, you know what? It's either gonna be. I'm going with Dragic. I'm going
Gordon
Dragic.
Dragic.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it was
Gordon.
gonna be Euro. Tyler Hero. It was gonna be
Tyler
Tyler.
Hero. Tyler Hero come off the bench now?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
because they got Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick Nunn. Oh, he starts over.
Yep. So
And
I think
then
starting lineup like Jimmy
Billy,
Butler, Kendrick Nunn,
Billy
Bam
Oladipo used to play. He used to start, but he got
for yeah. Oladipo's whole career seems like shit to me. Just be honest.
because they saying that he probably won't even play next year. But go ahead.
Well, retire. Yeah. Yeah, that was a hard decision for me because, like, I mean, both of them come off the bench and both of them are the best, I think, sixth and seventh man that we got in the league. Like, when they come off the bench, everything just fucking goes good. Like, I mean, the starting lineup already good, but like when they come off, it's just like it's hard for me to like pick between them two because I don't see another duo coming off the bench that's as dynamic as they are. They play well together. They play well without each other. But I mean, they complement each other so well, and they can do the exact same thing. So I guess I get an edge to Dragic just because Tyler came from North Carolina. So fuck North Carolina. That's it.
All right. Now, it came down to two people for me too, but it's neither one of the players that you mentioned. Now, the players that I'm going to talk about, one, for instance, and I know you have a problem with this player, but it is Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, what he did coming off the bench for the New York Knicks, who is in fourth place in the Eastern Conference, is very good. He averaged 15 points, 3 assists, and 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. That was good numbers, but he's not my sixth man. My sixth man is a player in which y'all don't give any respect to because you don't give no respect to their team. And I'm going to give respect to him today. The Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz is the best record in the NBA, and yet not one player y'all even want to mention on that team. I'm going to mention somebody on that team, and he used to play with LeBron, and LeBron wanted to trade him. And he went other places, and now he's good. Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson is my six-man player of the year. This man averaged 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Utah Jazz. This man done put up 2 40-point games coming off the bench. 2 40-point games. I can't think of Tyler Hero or whoever else you said. Dragic putting up 40-point games coming off the bench. I can't think of it, but I know he done it twice. So give me Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson is the man for me. I got Jordan Clarkson. That's my six-man player of the year. All right. Now, since we done with six-man, should we go to the defensive side? Let's go to the defensive player of the year. Who you got?
Let's just, for the sake of not being wrong, go with Mr. COVID-19 himself. Because, I mean, like, realistically, it's hard to just say that anybody else outballed him defensively. I mean, you could even fucking argue Ben Simmons, but no, I'm gonna give it to Mr. COVID.
You're gonna give it to Mr. COVID.
Mr. COVID.
If Mr. COVID end up getting another defensive player of the year, he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Because I think that would be 3.
First of all, can you argue that he shouldn't be as of right now? As of right now, should he not? I ain't saying first ballot, but should he not be in the Hall of Fame as of right now? Like, he look at his career up to right now.
I mean, all he do is play defense. Now, we just seen Ben Wallace just became a Hall of Famer. Next year, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. No, it's this year. He'll be in the Hall of Fame this year. Now, congrats to him. I feel like he do deserve it. I believe he got 4 Defensive Player of the Years, and he got a championship. And one of the main reasons why that team was so good in Detroit Pistons. He was not the main reason. He was definitely one of the main reasons because that defense was
kind of on the back end. But yeah, I get it.
I mean, that defense held the Lakers to 66 points in the NBA Finals.
I'm not gonna say that it was mostly, or
he played a part. Somebody had to guard Shaq.
He did. Wallace.
Both Wallace. Both of them.
The other one.
She and Ben. Both of them was on.
The patch is what happened, man.
Man, she was just the truth on the 3. Now, that's one of my favorite players ever. Now, I got all respect for Rasheed. Rasheed, Steven Jackson. I got respect for both of them players. Like,
Okay.
no doubt, I got respect for both of them.
Yeah, I like Steven.
Giving it, I'm telling you, Ben Wallace was he wasn't the main reason, but he was a key factor on defense for that team.
Okay.
He definitely was. And yeah, but besides that, that's the reason why people are looking at Mr. COVID-19 himself, Rudy Gobert, as a possible Hall of Famer because his numbers don't show it. His numbers don't show it. He averaged for a career 12 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist. Barely an assist. But on the blocks, he averaged 2.2. That's very high. That's very high for a big man. Now, this year, he's averaging 2.7, which is the highest of his career. The highest of his career. Now, he already got 2 Defensive Player of the Years. This will be his 3rd one. I believe he will get it, though. He will get it. It's almost by default because who else could you even put up? You said Ben Simmons, and I agree. Ben Simmons can be up there because the way he guard one-on-one, he's definitely one of the top defenders in the league. Yeah. But ain't nobody putting up an impact, especially in the post, like Rudy Gobert.
And I'm only gonna give him that because he left-handed.
Who, Ben?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you still got to play defense. James Harden left-handed, but he ain't the best defensive player. Now he's a good off-ball defensive player. Now he is that. He know how to find a way to attack you whenever you off the ball. But when it comes to like one-on-one on ball, nah. I'm sorry. You can't do it. All right. Last but not least, let's go Coach of the Year, man. Who you think deserves Coach of the Year?
I'm going to agree with you partially on the Utah Jazz and Quinn Snyder. I can't even think of a close second as of right now. Well, I'm not gonna say close second, but I can't think of somebody who just like legitimately deserves something remotely close to where he is at right now, as far as what he's been able to do with the team. Because given creative freedom, we can pretty much just pick places in time when coaches are given the creative freedom to build a team the way they want to, and it ends up being exactly the dream or the championship, of course. But I'm gonna give it to Quinn Snyder of the Utah Jazz.
Okay. So I don't know what you say about agreeing with me unless you was talking about the fact that you agree that we don't talk about the Jazz. Because I'm not giving it to Quinn Snyder. I'm not. I wanted to give it to Monty Williams. I really did. Because for him to bring that Suns team up to number 2 in the West.
Behind who?
Chris Paul. That's one of the reasons why I'm not going to give it to him. Because Chris Paul, I feel like, who?
What coach is he behind?
Who, Monty?
Yeah.
Pop.
As far as most wins in this season.
Oh, Quinn Snyder?
Okay.
But Quinn Snyder, his team was already good. They was in the playoffs last year.
Barely.
It wasn't barely. I think they was like the 6th seed.
Jazz wasn't hell no.
I believe they were the 6th seed, man. Let me look at last year. Yeah, they were the 6th seed. They were the 6th seed last year. So they moved all the way up to number 1, which is very impressive. But the Suns was not in the playoffs. They was in the bubble, went 8-0, and still didn't make the playoffs.
So
now they're number 2.
But we could. It looked like from looking at last year to now, it looked like they were on a path to pretty much do the exact same thing. They hit the bubble. They played tremendous.
But Reggie, I said I'm not giving it to Monty Williams or Quinn Snyder. You know who I'm giving it to? Tom Thibodeau, the head coach for the New York Knicks. Tom Thibodeau deserved Coach of the Year. You know how trash the Knicks has been for so long, right? They haven't made the playoffs in 8 years. And they go from not making the playoffs to being the 4th seed in the East. Above y'all, above the Heat, who was the Eastern Conference champions, above both of y'all. Even above the Atlanta Hawks, who made the playoffs this time. And they was worse than the Knicks last year. Even though it was about 1 game. They were still worse than the Knicks last year. Tom Thibodeau made the New York Knicks relevant again. I got to give it to him. I got to give it to him, man. Tom Thibodeau, I got to give it to Tibbs, man. I got to give it to Mr. Tibbs. They call me Mr. Tibbs. Tom Thibodeau will be my Coach of the Year. Now, to me, he'll be my Coach of the Year because he made the Knicks relevant, and that's pretty damn hard. Especially how James Dolan, how trash he is as a damn owner. But doesn't make him.
In exactly 1 year from today, you'll be sitting here trying to convince me that fucking Billy Donovan is the savior of the Bulls, and if they gonna make the playoffs next year. I mean, the Bulls are fucking talented. All it takes
they are talented, but are they gonna make it next year?
I can't say they will or they won't, but
I know they won't be 4th seed.
Convince me that just because they missed the playoffs and that they are now the 4th seed,
they are the Knicks. I'm convincing you just by the name Knicks. When the last time you seen the Knicks in the playoffs? Carmelo Anthony was playing on the Knicks when they made the playoffs last time.
And Amari.
And Amari stopped. Now, where is he at?
I don't know. In jail, probably.
See? You disrespectful motherfucker. Now, you know where your boy at. You know where Melo at. He with the Blazers. He with the Blazers. So.
And we barely see or hear about him, so.
Exactly. So, that's how long it's been since the Knicks been in the playoffs. And Tom Thibodeau just changed that. He just changed it this year. So
just
I'm giving it to Mr. Tibbs.
Just this year. Okay.
Yeah, based off this year. All right. Those are our predictions. Take heed to what we say, what we predicted. Now, let's go to football. Now, we did the NFC North. We done the NFC South. Now, let's go to the West side. NFC West. Now, you know, that's where I stay. The NFC West is where I stay. You got my Rams, my LA Rams. You also got the Arizona Cardinals. You also got the San Francisco 49ers. And you also got, last but not least, Seattle Seahawks. Now, Reggie, how many wins? Over and under. Let's start off with the Arizona Cardinals. Now, the Arizona Cardinals, their prediction of wins is 8.5. Over or under on 8.5 for the Cardinals?
Over. Yeah, I'm going 9.
Oh, that's why.
9-8.
Well, this was tough, but I'm going under. I really believe that they would not hit 9. They would hit 8 or 7 because this is a tough division. I do not believe in their coach. Cliff Kingsbury. I believe he's the reason why they would not do it. He will get fired this year. He will get fired at the end of this year because the Cardinals will not have over 8 wins.
So you liking in right now is 7-10.
7-10. Or 8-11. I mean 8-9. But they will not get 9-8. That our division is too tough, man. The best they can do in the division is 3-3. The best they can do in the division is 3-3. So I don't see it. I do not see it, Reggie. All right, let's go. Let's go to the 49ers.
All right.
49ers is at 10.5. Over or under for the 49ers?
I'm going under.
Under for the 49ers. So you do not believe in the 49ers?
I don't. I ain't like nothing that they did. I don't think that.
Not even the quarterback they got?
Is he guaranteed starter?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay. Not to mention, they still got old Richard Sherman hanging around. What the fuck? What is he doing?
Oh, they broke him back?
He a free agent right now, but they can still sign him.
Yeah, he probably go back there.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Like, ain't nobody else throwing out no power numbers to you. Fucking go back, get your little money, get on out the league in the next 2 years.
He could go to Seattle though. That's his home.
Or he could just fucking retire in 2 years.
Oh, whatever. You act like y'all wouldn't take him if he was available. I mean,
I wouldn't. That would be fucking stupid. And I don't
know. The same person who team picked Eli Apple up.
Moving on. I'm going 49ers under.
49ers under. 10.5 is pretty strong, man.
Yeah, I know. So I'm going 9. I'm going 9-8.
I'm going under 2, but I believe they could possibly get 10. I believe they can go 10-7. But I don't see 11. I don't see 11-6. So I'm going with that under, man. Under for the 49ers. Now let's go to the Seattle Seahawks. Their projection is 9.5. Over or under for the Seahawks?
I'm going under. I'm going 8-9 for the Seahawks. I just don't see Russell Wilson winning 9+ games in a season like this, especially with the fact that he got to meet the division. So,
okay.
He will find a way to lose a couple of division games, and it's going to be.
Oh, he definitely gonna find a way to lose the division game. All right. So with you saying that, I have to agree. I'm going under 2, but the under that I'm going is 9-8 because I just can't see him being under 500 for the year. I haven't seen that year happen yet. I mean, this will be tough for him. I just don't see it happening yet. I really don't. Last but not least, the Rams. The LA Rams. Over under 10.5, Reggie.
I got y'all under. Only because it's a half. I got y'all 10-7. Y'all will win the division. Everybody else sucks. Well, not suck, but it is a tough division, which I can understand. I gave everybody in the division over 8 wins. Well, at least 8 wins, because I got Seattle at 8 exactly. But it's gonna be a pretty well knit, tight fight for y'all. As a division, pretty much the same as the Cowboys division last year.
But all of them sucked.
But just more wins. That's the only difference.
That would
I mean, like everybody fucking sucks over there, but just like y'all gonna have more wins.
Okay.
So yeah, I got y'all win the division. Y'all will be under 10.5, but 10-7.
Okay. Now, it's the reason why I did this, Reggie. Because I'm finna predict every single game that we playing just to show you why we will be over. All right, let's start off. September 12th, at home against the Bears. The rookie will be his first time playing. I'm sorry, rookie. Even though I do love you, y'all gonna lose. We beating the Bears. Next week, we got the Colts. Carson Wentz. We don't know how he's gonna be. Lost. That week, week 3, at home against the Buccaneers. Now that is the defending champs. That is Tom Brady. But we owe him an ass whooping. Win right there. Cardinals. We're going to beat them because they the Cardinals. So we 4-0 heading into Seattle. That's when we're going to get our first loss. So now we're 4-1. The Giants. Come on, NFC East. 5-1. The Lions. 6-1. The Texans. 7-1. The Titans. That's a tough matchup, but we're at home. 8-1. San Fran on the road. Lost 8-2. Green Bay on the road. Depends on who the quarterback. Let's just say it's Aaron Rodgers. 8-3. The Jags at home. 9-3. The Cardinals on the road. I don't believe in the Cardinals. 10-3. The Seattle Seahawks at home. We owe them an ass whooping. 11-3. Minnesota Vikings on the road. Is that a Monday night? If it's a Monday night game, we beating them. But since it's not, we're going to beat them anyway. 12-3. The Baltimore Ravens, 12-4. We'll lose that one. We don't even care about this one. We'll be 12-5. 12-5 put us down for the over.
Matthew Stafford don't even know how to win 10 games in the season. How the hell you figure that he is going to win
12? The Rams know how to win 10 games in the season.
Not Matthew Stafford, who's the leader of your team, who's the best person on your team, right?
Oh, no, not on my team. He was the best person on the Lions. You know damn well Aaron Donald is the best person on the team.
All right.
He's the best offensive player on the team.
What?
He's the best offensive player on the team. Yeah, go through the calculation.
No, I want you to say it. Matthew Stafford is the best offensive player on your team.
Matthew Stafford is the best offensive player on my team.
Although he is not taking one snap for you.
I'm
good with that. Let's keep going.
Because Cam Akers is a rookie. I mean, I like Cooper Kupp, but Cooper Kupp, he did good. Jared Goff, even though we had Jared Goff, he did good with Jared Goff. Robert Woods is very underrated. Now, everybody know he's very underrated. And our tight ends, we got brand new tight ends. So, yeah. Unless you want to give it to Andre Whitmore, who is an offensive tackle, but he's 38, so I'm not giving it to him. He's too old. So I'm giving it to that man right there, Matthew Stafford. Watch what he do. I got predictions, but I'm not even going to talk about it right now.
You should.
I'm going to wait until we get later on down in the season to give you those long predictions. Huh?
Do not embarrass yourself.
I'm not going to embarrass myself.
It's trending that way.
You picked everybody. You picked every person, every team in our division to go under.
I did, and I got y'all winning, but y'all will not win 12 games.
Well,
Shot bet right now.
We should, on what? Us winning 12 games? 12. Or the over-under?
12, over-under.
No, the over-under is 10.5.
All right, well, we do
10.5.
We'll do 11.
No, 10.5. Why not 10.5?
11, look, 11 straight up.
No, because if it's 11, that means we tie. I don't want the tie. I want 10.5.
Damn it. No bet.
Because you think we can sneak one week to get that 11.
Y'all could. Y'all it's probably that week against it's probably that week against Tampa Bay.
I said we we're gonna win that one.
Yeah, I know, but you
You
probably
think that's
lose
gonna be
that
the
one.
sneaky one? Okay. All
Yeah, I
right.
probably lose that one, and then you gonna fuck around and lose. You gonna you gonna lose to Green Bay. I'm just saying.
I said we're gonna lose to Green Bay because we don't know who the quarterback gonna
So regardless of the quarterback, you gonna lose to Green Bay.
be. No, I said for instance, if it's Aaron Rodgers, we'll lose. But if it's Jordan Love or Drew Lock or Jameis Winston, since y'all want him so bad, since y'all want Aaron Rodgers so bad, what if it's famous Jameis?
I just want to win this season. That's all I want.
Okay. Well, we should see about that. All right, it's your time, man. It's time for your segment. I'm gonna chill. You want the music off?
No, we can do music, y'all. Yeah.
Floor is
All right.
yours.
So my little segment will start like this. I wanted. It's actually a two-parter because I believe Lamar took up like 8 minutes of our time last time, and it was like it was pure ass. So I'm gonna do something different. What we talking about tonight is what we talked about earlier tonight, and that's partly on the unwritten rules in baseball. I'm sick of them. There's nobody that I think really appreciates it other than the older people. I don't understand why we still adhere to them or think that they are actual rules. If they're actual rules, they need to be actual rules. Like, stop making cases for shit that went on umpteen years ago. Just get what they get. Like, nobody knows what kind of stats that they actually get because of the unwritten rules, or unless I go out and step on my own and just say fuck it. Either I didn't hear it, or either I didn't hear the call, or I just chose to get my numbers up. Like, it's on me. Like, why is that affecting the game? Don't let it affect the game. That's very this. I don't like that. All right, that's all I gotta say about fucking baseball and the unwritten rule shit. The next thing that I will bring up, and I feel like it should be brought up because nobody's talking about it, and that's the fact that nobody has any clear cut evidence, hard facts, nothing over here, nothing over there about the whole Deshaun Watson case. But yet and fucking still, the fucking Texans have signed yet another quarterback. Jeff Driscoll, Jeff fucking Driscoll. 1 year, $2.5 million deal, 250 up front. What the fuck are we doing as a league? We're not a league. We are basically fucking puppets of Roger Goodell. This shit has to fucking stop. I disagree with this wholeheartedly. There are plenty people, and when I say plenty people, I only mean one person. Colin fucking Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick needs a fucking job. Look at his numbers. I can guarantee you that this man's numbers are better than any of the 5 quarterbacks that you got lined up behind Deshaun Watson. What the fuck are you doing, Houston? And not only just Houston, but Roger Goodell, as far as you're supposed to be the forefront. We need you to understand what's going on. That low balling shit, yeah, we used to it. But at the same time, everybody sees this, but nobody is like doing nothing about it. Like, nobody. So with this little outlet, all I'm going to say is that Roger Goodell needs to be looked at. The fact that these, what is it, up to what, 22 sexual harassment or sexual assault cases on Deshaun Watson. The fact that Kaepernick got lowball, well, not lowball, blackball, but yet and still Jeff fucking Driscoll can sign a 1-year contract to a team who's already fucking stacked at quarterbacks. He got a job. Colin don't have a job. I don't get that. That's not right. Look at the facts. This is not good. I think that everybody needs to just recognize what's going on. And until we do that, shit like this gonna keep going on. It's a perpetual motion. It's gonna happen. That shouldn't happen. I'm upset with it. Yes, very. Not just a fan of the sport, but a fan of society. And that's what needs to be addressed here. Society. How we treat the next person. It makes no sense to me. This makes no sense. If convicted, do your time. I mean, I believe in justice. I truly do. But make it count where it's supposed to count. Other than that, you're abusing the system. That's how you're doing. So with that, I'm out. I would go on to my hatred about Lamar doing this whole WWE segment, but he allowed me to do this. So I feel like he needed to get out, just like he felt they needed to get out. And you know what? Fuck it. It's my segment. Hey, like it, love it, hate it, whatever. I don't care.
You know what? You're a hater. You are. Damn.
Okay.
You did not have to end it like that, but you chose to.
I did. It's my segment.
You damn right. But guess what? Guess what we got next? Muscle Shirt Friday. Hey! Hey! Muscle Shirt Friday. Hey! Hey!
I know y'all ready.
Shirt Friday. Muscle Shirt Friday coming up this Friday. That'll be our next time that you will hear from us. You will hear from us on Friday. So we will see y'all then with some more picks, predictions, all that with the muscle shirts on, baby. So get ready. We'll see y'all on Friday. Salute.
I'm going tie-dye Friday.
Tie-dye Friday. We shall see.
I'm just talking shit.
All right, we'll see y'all Friday, man.
We out.